It's winter, so we'll check it out. Assuming that obviously the laning duos are going to be the exact same as we kind of expect. Which lane should we keep our attention to?
Sniper lane, I guess. I like watching the snipers lane. There's always kills in that lane. The Dragon
Okay,
Knight lane
OG.
is like farm fest lane. So, this is an interesting way of smoking. They went to the lane, I guess, trying to see if anyone's around to, I don't know, play some wars or whatever. It's rather strange to walk through the lane, but it's definitely interesting.
All the way around, but they won't encounter anyone just yet. But Yatoro might just walk up the high ground if they stay in the area. And quickly Q checks if they have a high ground ward. Yatoro, does he know? Actually, he marked up that, or someone else marked up in his team. I think it was actually Maposhka that he should go through the lane instead of through the his own jungle. So Team Spirit knows what's up. They know how OG play. No surprises at the start of the
Do
game.
they know how to beat OG? That is the more important question.
I mean, TI champions can probably be. To be fair, they're up against the back-to-back, even though it's a completely different lineup.
Man, this back-to-back record is gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be around for a very long time.
I don't think it's ever. I mean, I'm not saying never gonna get broken, but
be careful with that word, man.
Yeah, it's rough to try and break that one. I mean, there were years where VP was the best team in the world, and Secret as well, and they never got that TI victory.
Yeah. So you see bot lane, Chu getting sidekick level 1, so just allowing the sniper to secure last hits, harass, and trade much better. And Mira opted to go for disruption, so just wants to try to hold back that aggression from OG, try to allow Beastmaster to secure some last hits. He's got the small camp block, and the medium camp is also blocked by OG. So yeah, it's gonna be all about how can they control the creeps, who can get the creeps near his tower.
Yuragi starting off with headshot. What kind of build do you like to see? The shrapnel or the headshot take aim build?
I like shrapnel. Shrapnel gives you kill potential in this lane, but he's deciding to go for headshot and take aim. So I guess trying to just like focus more on last hitting, securing good trades. He doesn't really want to put himself in a dangerous spot, because if you have shrapnel, maybe you play too aggressive, you might die in the lane more.
And BCM in mid having a decent time up against Laurel currently. A bit better than what we saw in the previous series, of course.
Yeah, this lane should be pretty straightforward. I feel like with perfect play, nobody is going to die. It's just like taking runes, you're waiting for the supports to help you, yada yada yada, and just trade your HP for mana. And top lane Miposhka, he's chasing Taiga out of here, so the side lanes are definitely more interesting than the mid lane. A lot more going on.
No aggressive moves coming out from these two teams so far. So you mentioned, of course, the tiny blink dagger really being the timing for Team Spirit. And with that in mind, late game, is that one area of the game that Team Spirit are scared of?
I feel like late game against a sniper with their lineup, yeah. I feel like the sniper and the storm will be a big problem in late game. So they definitely don't want a game to go too long. I'm sure their late game is not too bad as well with the tiny. If you get agonies and a Daedalus, we saw how much the hero can do. But I prefer not to go there, with the Drow against Storm and Sniper.
Well, DM, he's not really struggling in the lane. He's got that Dragon's Blood. He's surviving pretty nicely. His mana got drained by Maposhka, but he's a DK.
Who needs mana? Who needs mana? DK doesn't need mana.
Well, Taiga's actually taking a lot of damage as well. They're starting to get hurt, but Maposhka in return needs to also be careful that he doesn't get sniped by an arrow, for instance. That's why he's hiding as much as possible behind the creeps.
Career's coming with regen, so they should be fine. I think they just need to be careful for this couple of waves and then make sure they heal back up with the tangles. They should be fine. And bot lane, look at Yuragi. He's getting dove under the tower.
And that's a big kill. Chu Shadow Poison is nasty. That's why Magic Stick is so good in that lane to deal with. But a pretty aggressive move coming out. They're actually looking for more level 2 Wild Axes. Could even drop a Hawk behind it. Will they go for a possible Chew kill? Here is the question. No, they're going to back off. TP comes in from Yuragi. He does have Shrapnel at level 3 now.
Look at that
And,
range.
yeah,
Oh my
it's so
god.
terrible. The rebound range is so god-awful at level 1.
Yeah, that's why I rather have like a second point in a sidekick, to be honest, in most cases in the lane. Just help your carry fight the off laner. The second point of the sidekick is actually pretty good. Extra 15 damage. Yeah, but this lane is definitely not going well for Sniper. That was a pretty costly death. Another missed rebound. So are they going to go on them? Any aggressive plays? I guess not. ST doesn't have enough mana to be aggressive here. But Beastmaster, he's able to pull the way back to the tower, so he's going to be able to secure a lot of good farm here for himself.
And Shrapnel does, of course, also auto-push the lane a little bit out. Mira slightly out of mana, so trying to get some clarity. Regen going in towards mid. It's BZM forced to walk all the way back to base. His teammates have, they didn't get that TP towards mid because obviously the only one that died was the Sniper so far. So he didn't get a free refill. Actually charged forward by Chew. He's trying to go for the kill here onto Collapse. Will die. Collapse. He does have himself Helm of Iron Will, so he is very tanky, and Yuragi's getting Shadow Poison stacks on top of him.
Oh, the
board
ball!
to slow him down. 3 stacks. Yuragi is stuck and controlled, and even the high 5 sent out. Collapse with a double kill. Yeah.
What a giga chat, man.
The BM.
He doesn't even use like his mana to use the axe. He knows he can just kill him with the right click and give him a high five. Man, this Collapse, man, just making the plays. Every game I watch this guy, like, he just has something special to show us.
The guy's pretty impeccable going for the Helm of the Dominate. He's going to have it at a pretty good timing with those 2 kills. And Yuragi not enjoying that so far. Also, the Helm of the Iron Will is so incredibly good against Sniper. He barely does any damage to you.
You need extra Rift Bands. 4 Rift Bands.
Oh, please, God, no. I remember the storms with like the
but for 6, actually 6 null talismans. Oh no, 5 null
talismans. 5
talismans.
null talismans, yeah. That one was...
And 1B and a BKB, right? 5 no boots.
And then just never upgrading. Maybe get an equipped Ags in one go. Like, okay. It was a weird time. Oh, yeah, DM just... He's having a pretty phenomenal time. His net worth is not the greatest, but he also hasn't fallen just yet. They're going to go in on Maposhka, and the Enchantress will die to DM. Yatoro cannot harm the DK at this stage just yet.
Yeah, too much armor, too much sustain. He's just going to focus on his own farm, get his level 6 up, go to the jungle, just try to get as much farm as you can, and whenever the DK pops his Dragon Bomb later, just try to come to the lane and clear the creep wave. And mid lane, Lara's getting a bottle refill, so that's the good thing about your supports dying on the side lane.
BZM just crying, why don't you give me a refill? This is his 2nd time he has to walk back to base.
Yeah. Do you feel like sometimes, okay, never mind, DM, Dragon Farm is going for Yatoro.
Top. Yatoro does not have Gust, needs help, no TPs coming in whatsoever, so actually, I was wondering why they didn't go for the kill there, but I guess they wanted to make sure that BZM got it, and DM just walked it off. Nonetheless, a big kill comes out onto Yatoro, dropping him low. Maposhka went towards mid to make sure that the 8-minute runes would be in hands of Laurel, which he'll be able to get bottled up, a nice arcane. And he's queued up that he wants to go for the Blink Dagger first, which you mentioned is obviously a very important choice this game.
Yeah, very, very important. He's going to have a lot of responsibility in DK team play for his team, because Beastmaster is going to be, sitting in a lane, pushing out the waves, pressuring the towers, and here comes BZM. Arrow's not going to connect, so I guess no kills.
Actually gives Laurel attack speed for for the extra brief death timer of the thunder. I think, what's it called? It's not...
they're actually getting the tower. Wow, okay. It's just Enchantress being a Enchantress, you get towers this early with the hero.
And the Tiny, even though he only has level 1 tree grab, it still does significant damage bottom lane. Collapse walking in. He does roar up Yuragi. That's the target that they're going to go for, even though Chu is so incredibly low and can drop in a second. Yuragi's going to get blasted by the Hellbear Smasher. Can he get out of there? No, he cannot. One kill for Collapse. And honestly, they need to be a bit careful that he does
Oh,
not
he
get
might
more.
get through here. X is off cooldown
Got
soon.
the range creep as well. And the
Ooh,
Axis.
nice, man.
Collapse is a beast.
This guy is so good at
Taiga
Dota.
on the run. Does have 2 more leaps. He's running right towards Miposhka. The slow is there. 1 more leap available. The toss forward. He tries to get out, but again, Collapse. Arguably best offlaner in the world.
I mean, look at his net worth. Every game, I feel like I'm watching him play. He's like top net worth at 10 minutes. And he has so much fancy footwork, juking the enemy, amazing solo kills. Like that guy just never stops giving, you know.
On the opposing side, they do also have a very scary player in BGM on that Storm that can make some plays. He's going for the Witchblade, so he's looking to get some solo kills, which makes a lot of sense. The supports on Team Spirit are very susceptible to just getting blown up. Miposhka has no healing on him, and the Shadow Demon is also not a hero with the biggest HP pool.
Yeah, the SD is going to be the hero that he wants to focus on in every fight because of the save, you know. If you don't go on him first as a Storm, he's just going to save the hero that you go on. So you have to find the SD before the fights happen and take him out.
Collapse doesn't even have a point in Inner Beast. That's something you rarely see on Beastmasters these days.
I mean, for the lane, if you want to kill with the ball, I guess it makes a lot of sense to get that second point on the ball. But in certain lanes, I feel like it's fine, you know. If your lane has a lot more kill threat compared to the enemy's lane, I feel like it's good to get the second point in the ball to just help you get the extra slow, you know. Sometimes it's just that a bit of slow that allows you to catch up and get the extra kill. And
they're giving the stacks to Collapse as well. Look at the triangle.
Obviously, who else is gonna get a stack? You think they're gonna let Yatoro get it? No, man. Collapse is a true carry. Collapse is a true carry.
Focusing everything to make Collapse's game perfect. And Helm of the Overlord so early. This is just, he's going to be able to run down any lane.
Man, he only has an arcane ring, you know, just in case he needs more mana for doing the stacks.
Who cares about the old axe being gone? Old axes are still disastrously dangerous. Laurel's Blink Dagger still a little bit off. Upside actually.
Do you think that spell should cost a little bit more mana? Like 65 is a bit too little.
Yeah, it actually does a lot of damage for 65 with this, you know, the spam that you need to do as well. Like the fact that Beastmaster is a strength hero with his end gain is not too terrible, but definitely should be at least a significant amount more.
Yeah, and Lara on the meme, on the other hand, he's almost there to his blink, so it's gonna allow his team to slowly but surely start to make more aggressive plays. Everyone else is happy getting their levels, getting their farm. Mira is also getting his level 7 here, maxing the poison, so he does a fair bit of damage in the team fights.
But it gets spotted out, Chu. We'll at least get the counter ward, but towards bottom, Taiga. There is
killed the creep.
Scary rotation.
Killed Beastmaster's creep. He did his job.
Well, Collapse has the Helm of the Overlord now, so that's going to be a little bit more problematic. Even kept the ancient Black Dragon alive so he could scoop it up towards mid. Catch onto Laurel. This is a pretty big one, and they blow him up very quickly. Taiga dies in response towards bottom, but the Laurel tiny kill is way more important because he was so very close to that Blink Dagger as well.
Very big kill there for sure. Like, he's stopping the Blink Dagger timing.
Oh, DM.
And Collapse is here. The true carry. Can he get a roll?
DM's got Blink, but it gets interrupted by the Shadow Poison spam. But he can Blink if he wants to. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they defended the tower. I think that's the more important thing, you know. Lara dying there is definitely not ideal for them. But they held the tower, so Tiny should still be able to get his Blink in a pretty decent timing. Another wave of creeps. And they're good to go. Toss. Right click and yeah, his daggers online. So easy peasy still. And this
Jethro
has got to
also.
be like one of the fastest helm of the Overlord, man. He had it at 13 minutes.
Oh,
Holy shit, man.
Jethro. He's very much dead. Farming inside the Radiant's jungle, they did smoke up to go for that kill and found him
Yeah,
completely alone without his team anywhere nearby.
this happens a lot, you know, when your team places like you see in the jungle they have a very deep ward. So you as the carry, oh, okay, I have vision here, you know, I'm safe here. You know, you farm and then you just forgot sometimes, you know, the enemy can smoke and then you get caught up, you die. So the ward that was meant to protect you actually killed you.
That's a sussy ward right there. In comes the toss back onto Chu, and well, the moment he lands, he is a goner. Topside DM has honestly been just relaxing and farming away as well. But they're going to go into the pit. This is a early Roche attempt. The Drow walking in as well. They have a very good Roche lineup. Do they know on the side of OG, or do they even suspect anything?
It's too fast, man.
Oh, they scan it, but it's already
way
gone.
too fast. It's way too fast, man. With Beastmaster and the helm. Shadow Demon is also a pretty strong hero, you know. At Draining Rock, she do a lot of damage with the poison.
Oh, they're smoked up. Mira's going to be the target
they found
getting
SD.
jumped here. And Mira is going to get the disruption off on himself. Stays alive for the time being. Lar was a lot of damage coming through. Chu is going to be the first one down, and they will get Mira as well. So a 1-for-1 trade. Nothing much more gain. Collapse still has his roar available as well. So they have everything on Team Spirit if they want to go for a second round.
Are they waiting for any items? I guess just BKB. BKB on draw. Tiny doesn't really need a BKB. He's going Echo Saber. Yeah, I think he needs to scale. You know? This might be a very long game. So if he doesn't scale, I feel like late game they could be in a spot where the draw doesn't do enough damage. So I definitely feel like Lau has to start to realize that he needs to play for himself as well, you know, because this game might go late.
Yeah, and the late game is not too bad here for OG. Storm Spirit, BK, with if he gets to a point where he gets
Sniper? I mean,
Ags and Sniper,
I feel like
it's scary.
their heroes are stronger late game. I feel like if you're OG, you're happy, you know, if it goes 40 minutes, 50 minutes with a Storm and Sniper.
Even the DK, like we've seen. Black Dragon is pretty good. You can't create illusions with it though. Of course, Shadow Demon, when you get to that point in the game where you get like Ag, Blink, Aether, Shard, you're also a very deadly tool.
Nope, Taiga trying to kill the career. And just trying to do sneaky stuff, you know, behind enemy lines.
But Collapse is pushing for the tower. Got that ancient Ice Shaman, which has Ice Firebomb that you can use on buildings. Does a bit of extra damage.
It's what? It's 400 damage? Holy shit.
Yeah, but it does 25% on buildings, so it's just 100.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't. Okay. So that's 100 damage. Okay, fine. That's not too bad.
But every little bit helps. It's kind of like Jakiro's fire
Liquid
spell.
fire?
Liquid fire, that's it. Well, net worth wise, they're pretty even Stevens, and looking for a catch here. Laurel's got the blink, gets the Avatos onto 2. The roar comes out onto DM, quickly gets a double kill. And Maposhka's the one that gets both of them, because, you know, God Enchantress in the game. Get that Hurricane Pike at this stage, Aghanim Scepter as well, just pour up.
Yeah, Max Impetus, man. He knows that they're gonna run into damage issues, you know, so he has to do damage as Enchantress. I think one of the reasons about Enchantress that's hard to play is like you need to know when you should be the heal, the tank, and when you need to itemize and use your skill build to be the damage dealer. You know, I think he's recognizing it correctly here. They don't really have enough damage until the Drow gets more items, so he needs to fulfill that role, you know, in the early engages. You know, he needs that pure damage to kill Dragon Knight, especially.
Yeah, power treads on Ench is Ench 5 is not necessarily always shown, but it is pretty strong. He also has that Grove Bow, even though they have a Drow Ranger on their team, who's with the occult bracelet right now.
Yeah, what? That's weird.
That's a strange one. He might just give it to
Well,
Yatoro.
I guess it makes sense because Draw is just farming, right? Like Anch is the one fighting, so he deserves the fighting item.
It would still piss off a lot of safe laners, though. They do
Don't
have.
say it.
There's a
Don't say it.
Philosopher Stone available for the side of Spirit, and no one has it in their inventory right now. Mira sticking with the Tumbler Stoy. Biposhka, obviously, he's a right-click support core right now.
I have Growth Bow. I don't need the Philly Stone.
I'm actually curious on what his next item is going to be on Biposhka. I wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me if he went for either.
4-star Dragonlance Hurricane Pike.
It wouldn't surprise me if he goes for Dragonlance first.
Oh, so you're thinking not even Hurricane Pike, just
Oh no,
Dragonlance?
Hurricane Pike, but first the Dragonlance because he's just looking really strong at this point.
I mean, if you're really greedy and you feel like you can do the damage in a fight and carry the team fights, going Dragonlance into Axe seems like a pretty good idea as well this game, because it allows you to take down the DK quickly, and if you manage to get yourself onto Sniper, you can also kill him. Could be a good idea. Why do you need 4-star to run away when you can just kill the guy in front of you?
That is indeed a very good statement. They also have pretty good tower push that they're using right now. Of course, Collapse with the auras coming in. You've got the Enchantress, the Drow, the tiny buildings just melt in front of their vision. And as you can see, the tier 2 tower top is gone. The tier 2 tower bottom is gone. The only tier 2 standing for OG is mid. And then high ground will be the next target. They're already knocking on the gates as well. It's going to do a bit of damage here. Midwave gets cut by Laurel. So no shenanigans coming in, and they're going to need to defend because it's dropping very quickly.
I mean, the tower's down, man. It's too late.
Oh, going in
The
on
Sniper's not here. Sniper needs to be here.
Well, finally Uragi's there, but he gets tossed back. Oh, the silence as well. Uragi going to get out of there. Is there a save? There's none available. DM's going to be the next one charged. Zip in, does a lot of damage. Maboska is dead, but they find a 2-for-1 trade, and it's 2 cores just for the Ench 5.
I mean, OG totally disrespected them, They didn't feel like they had enough damage, But
oh, Laurel again.
Another toss back. Oh
Taiga.
no, Taiga.
Triple leap gets himself out of there just barely, but no, he will still be found out by Collapse in the end. That's just going to be a set of racks here at 20 minutes in the game.
Yeah, this Beastmaster draw is just too strong at this point of the game, OG is definitely...
It's Dragonlance Butterfly.
Butterfly. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. And it's very helpful against the Sniper as well. The evasion is early.
The extra Agi from Mapochka as well.
I mean, Team Spirit just took a Rex, 20 minutes. Oh, actually, no.
They built
I thought they took one. Okay, they didn't get the Rex, they only get the tower. But
I'm actually surprised that they didn't at least, hang around for it. Obviously, it could be a little bit dangerous, but Rex at this stage is very important.
How did they not get the Rex? What the hell?
They just backed off.
They got 2 amazing tossbacks from Lara, but I just couldn't output enough damage to get the Rex. But the next time that happens again, I'm pretty sure they'll get the full lane of Rex. But Aegis is out right now, so they have to wait for, I guess, the BKB on Drow Ranger. That's the next timing.
Going to take a bit. He's going to go for the Blink Dagger as well. Repositioning is going to be very important in this game to get the silence off on Storm, who BZM has the Kaya Sanj finish, going for the BKB next. DM is building up his own BKB. Sniper, actually, Uragi has a Hurricane Pike and Chrysalis. So very aggressive on the damage output for the Sniper.
Yeah, Lara has a haste. He has a haste right now. That could be very, very crucial in this fight, if they can get, a good toss back. Ideally on the Sniper. Do they have the Hawk coming in? Yeah, they're going to have the vision advantage here. I feel like OG shouldn't run up this high ground here. They have a DD.
Oh, DD.
Oh and no, Uragi that's a bait.
Back, in trouble, roared up. Uragi's dropping low, and Lara with that haste rune charging for more. DM is just going to get slowed with the Demonic Purge. Nothing the DK can do except be distraction so that no one else falls. They waited to give the bottle there to the Sniper, and that just cost them both.
Yeah, that was way too greedy, I mean, they probably should know, that Spirit might be around the vicinity there. Because if it's pretty obvious that if they're not hiding in their base, they might be actually taking the defense there on the high ground, defending the Ancients area. So that was a pretty bad mistake there by OG, taking the rune there. Too risky there. So right now they're gonna be alive in 5 seconds, so should still be in time to defend the melee racks, but they're definitely gonna lose the range racks here.
Yeah, range rack falls. Mid tier 2 has also been secured. Roche, when will it respawn is the big question. That's a lengthy Roche respawn timer, but they've got so much map control.
Yeah, that's good for OG. If it's fast, then it'll be better for Spirit. How's the BKB coming along for Drow? He almost has it. 1,000 gold away. That's going to be, I feel like, the biggest item that will give them an edge on the team fights.
You can't always bank on the fact that Laurel is getting ungodly toss-back plays on Yuragi.
And he has Beastmaster vision, with the Hawk, I would say it's pretty reliable.
Even if it goes wrong, you can disrupt him to keep him alive a little bit longer on the Tiny.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually going for Ags, so Laurel also just skipping.
By the way, Beastmaster just bought a 4-star.
Oh, that's really well done by Collapse. They're just making sure that they can keep everyone, because that's the one thing that OG does have a scary amount of is like dive with the DK jump zip in, Marcy on top of you. They can blow up a player, but if you just have a bunch of 4 staffs, Miposhka went for Glimmer Cape instead of, and the gem. I think the gem especially is the big one to cut down any bit of vision that OG might have.
Yeah, and Yuragi is also going Moonshot next year, so he feels like they don't have enough damage in the team fights.
Well, if he's dead, there's no damage. That is true.
But then shouldn't he buy BKB and just...
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah. Try to deal with the toss back.
Oh, not
I feel
Yuragi
like,
under vision again! Oh, the Hawk
no.
just spots him out. Another one secured. Lol charging for more. Can they get out of there is the big question. Miranda ulti was used. But they just every single time get a glimpse of their opponents. Toss a play. They walk underneath the sentry that was still lying in wait in that area. Chu pops his ulti because he's trying to get anything done. Roar onto DM. The beacon is going to get blown up. Double buyback coming out from OG. They have the triple as well. But can they make
look at the damage.
Work? Mira is just walking
God.
away. Zip comes through from BZM. He's out of mana on the storm. Avatar's play comes through, and there's Miposhka with the impetus damage on top. Boom! They take a smackdown. Yatoro going for DM. Nope. Chance against
Another
Yatoro.
buyback. Storm is buying back as well.
Zipping back in. BZM. Can he get the damage? Collapse finally falls. They're going to go for Yatoro, but there is Laurel as well. Doesn't have any spells at the ready. Yatoro, will they find the Mirana? Yes, they do. BZM's the last one standing. Even the Ancient Thunderhide clap is there. Yeah. And those cheeks got clapped completely. Absolutely demolished by Team Spirit.
Lau is definitely the MVP for that fight, man. He's showing why Tiny is his best hero, right? He did like, what, 4 combos in that fight, finding the right kills, finding the right initiations, and just made it so easy.